My name's Jonathan Reynolds, and I'm going to share with you some key core truths when it comes to leadership from my own experience of running, owning, and leading a people-first business for the last 10 or 15 years. The first truth is this: you need to understand why you want to lead people. Becoming self-aware as a leader. Why do you do what you do, and why do you want to do it? What's your motive? So if you're going to be leading people, whether you're a founder, an entrepreneur, an executive, what is it when people say, oh, that really fills my cup? Why does it fill your cup? What is your angle or motive for leading people? Do you want the notoriety? Does it look good on LinkedIn or on social media? Is it because you want more money and you think it's going to pay you more? Is it because you want respect because you're not getting it elsewhere? I think when you discover your why, what's driving that and your motive, I think it's good to ask, is that a healthy reason? Am I doing this in health? If it was, say, I want power and authority. I want control over other people's lives because I'm tired of people controlling me and telling me what to do. Okay, is that healthy? Like, I would say that probably needs to be worked out outside of the organization. You need to go do some deep work and figure out what that shadow of yourself is that's showing up. Because if it's because you long for control and power and authority in other people's worlds, the second that you feel that they're not giving you the level of respect, it gets ugly. You start behaving in a way that, well, I've told them to do this thing and they're not doing it, and now I'm gonna. You're just kind of like attacking people because you're not getting what you want from the thing that you wanted. So the self-awareness of how we're showing up, really, really important. What are my blind spots? I often ask our leaders around me saying, hey, what is that thing that people roll their eyes and go, that's so Jonathan, he's doing that thing again. Well, it's just Jonathan, you know him. What is it that's frustrating and irritating with other people? There's a characteristic or how I show up and how I present, how I enter a room or a virtual room. How do I change the atmosphere in a negative way? I need to know those things because I need to change. And if it's causing an irritation to people on our team, when I do that thing that I do, I need to know it. Without fear, or there's going to be some type of a retribution if they are honest with me. So a question could be, if you knew that I wouldn't react at all, other than to make a positive change, what would you say to me? The second core truth when it comes to leadership is becoming others aware. You need to know your team. You need to know their unique ability. You need to know what drives them, what their motive is and what motivates them. Really, really getting to understand them as an individual and valuing that and learning to value it, learning to draw on those strengths and unique abilities and calling out that gold that's in them. That will make you a way better leader than, here I am, your leader, look at me, I will take you through to victories. That's not a leadership trait that does very well in organizations right now in 2026. The next core truth of leadership that I've learned over the years is learning when to let go. I deeply value people. It is something that comes from DNA, from my upbringing and the investment of what my parents taught me. I love the people around me. I've hand-selected many of them, and they are some of my closest friends. When I zoom out and say, our business, our organization has very, very clear goals and objectives for the next year, 3 years, 10 years, where we're targeting, the impact we want to make. We exist for a reason. And every team member who is with us today may not be here for the next decade. Their path and journey may lead them elsewhere. Our business may develop and grow and change and outgrow them. For me, as somebody who deeply values and cares for individuals and their stories and their significant others and dependents and family members, all of that comes together, I deeply care. But there are times where we have to say, your time here is done, and I need you to go and be awesome and a super who somewhere else. It has been a hard lesson to say goodbye to people. We still care for them. We care for them the same, and we care for them in the next transition and next season of their life. How do we help them to do that? By keeping them around in the organization. If the organizational needs are changed, their roles changed, their seat or their position has changed, they've changed. They are not motivated to do the job anymore. They don't want to do it here with us. Like those are things like, okay, we got to make some moves here. So when I talk about being a people first leader, it doesn't mean this is forever. It doesn't mean that everybody has to see as I see. It doesn't mean that everyone has to be here for as long as I'm here. Those are hard truths for me to realize. And sometimes the right thing or the best thing to do for the business and the best thing to do for an individual is help them through the transition of going to be somebody super somewhere else.